Okay guys, so in today's video, I will be reacting to Zelda's video, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And this is like 15 minutes of gameplay that Nintendo allowed him to show, okay? I mean, this is so cool, dude. I can't believe that he got invited by Nintendo to play a game that people are so eager to play. I just hope one day I'll be able to do the same. That would be awesome, dude. Anyway, I'll be reacting to this. Let's get started. First, we got Link gliding into the Skylands. I keep forgetting to go full screen. Okay. So it looks like he fused something. Okay, I'll stop pausing it. What are these batteries for? Is that for, like, the lifespan? You don't know how excited I am for this game.
Last week, I had the honor of being invited to Nintendo of Europe's headquarters.
Oh, it's definitely an honor, dude.
For Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. My time with the game was split up into 2 separate play sessions. First, 20 minutes on the same area explored by Eiji Aonuma in his gameplay demonstration, where I could get
So there's limits to how long he can actually play it, and like there's some scenes that he couldn't record because he wasn't allowed to, but there is some
grips with the game.
I'll stop talking.
With Link's new abilities. I wasn't allowed to record anything from this part, but I was able to capture footage from the next section.
Dude, what is that?
Where I was given 50 minutes to explore a section of Hyrule, a little ways north of the Great Plateau, and the Sky Islands floating above the area. And I've been provided with some footage from Nintendo for this section of the game too.
Let's go.
I do have to closely follow an embargo agreement.
He's quite far in the game because he has like 4 stamina upgrades and like more than 3 hearts, so this is kind of like the game.
I'm only allowed to show a maximum of 15 minutes of gameplay footage, and there are a few things I saw during my time with the game that I'm not yet.
Bro, like it's such an honor. I mean, look at this. As the time of watching this video, it's 14 on trending for gaming.
Allowed to mention that you'll have to wait to see for yourself in a few weeks.
Okay.
Anything to do with the game's story was kept as secret as possible.
Okay.
The save files set up for me were designed to show off Link's new mechanics. And the new methods he has to explore Hyrule and defeat enemies.
Bro.
So don't expect anything related to the story.
Okay, so what he's saying is that like they want to keep the story completely secret until the game's release. Fire fruit. Oh, dude.
Any little bits I did see, I'm not allowed to discuss.
Okay.
The first section took place on this area, known as the Great Sky Island.
The Sky Island.
Again,
this is in the previous.
Able to capture or show any footage or screenshots from my first session. So what you're seeing on screen for this part of the video is Eiji Aonuma's gameplay demonstration from a few weeks ago, and screenshots previously published by Nintendo from this area. Even though
so I think I've already reacted to this, so I'm gonna skip this part. Okay, why did he stick a giant sphere to his shield?
Show alongside my own gameplay. Unlike the first session, where I was just told to mess around and get to grips with the new abilities,
what in the world is that?
Time I had objectives.
Whoa.
First was accessing this tower, one of the new Sheikah towers we've seen dotted across Hyrule in this game. This one isn't as friendly as you'd expect, however. It appears to have been overrun by monsters, who now guard it like it's their stronghold. After the tower, I was told that my next objective...
So if you're wondering what these do, they actually show you like the location and like the area of the map, so it's like a puzzle. And you have to collect all these towers.
To complete these objectives, I had to make use of the new abilities I'd practiced on the Great Sky Island, both for combat and exploration.
I wonder what the limits
In Tears of the Kingdom, Link's powers are accessed through a wheel. Like Sheikah runes, you can access whatever ability you have currently selected by just pressing L. But to swap between them, you need to hold L down for a second.
So we got Amiibo, we got Recall, this is Recall, we got Ascend. I forgot the name of these.
Opening
Ultra Hand, and yeah, I forgot the name.
By moving the right stick to select...
Sorry, I've literally been studying, no, not really studying, but I've been preparing for exams. And of course Nintendo decides to release this game when I have exams.
You'll notice that there's a new ability here you haven't seen yet.
What?
I did get to play around with this, but I'm not allowed to show you what it does
or
mention it by name. I can say that it isn't available from near the start of the game, like Ultra Hand, Recall, Ascend, and Fuse. Instead, it's obtained later on, and it streamlines the Ultra Hand building process to make things more convenient, especially in sections of the game where you need to build a lot. So let's break this gameplay up and talk about Link's new abilities. Ultra Hand is one of the most important of Link's new powers. It works a bit like a super-powered version of Magnesis. It can be used to manipulate the environment, but works on almost anything that isn't nailed down. You can grab and throw explosive bombs, control apparatus, and, of course, build vehicles. The Ultra Hand building system really is completely free. You can glue bits together in whatever way you want. You select objects with A, then can move them closer to or further away from Link with up and down on the D-pad, just like Magnesis. But you can rotate too by holding the
I'm gonna build a mech, dude.
R button and using the D-pad. You can also add additional batteries to Zonai machines, which will deplete before any of Link's energy cells do.
That's sick.
But smaller gizmos...
Whoa! Look at Link's new menu, dude. It looks like an image of the menu screen in Breath of the Wild. Like, look at this compared to Breath of the Wild. That's so sick.
Like fans, rockets, and additional batteries are sourced from these pachinko-style machines.
Those are for batteries.
Where, by depositing Zonai charges into the hopper, Link will receive a random assortment of Zonai parts to store in his inventory. These charges are dropped by constructs, so not only do they drop
you can use them to craft
weapons and forms to fuse with, they drop an item which can be directly exchanged for vehicle parts, as well as be consumed to replenish Link's battery meter. Druck, launching...
Sorry, I'm skipping through it because I don't want this video to be too long.
...platform into the sky. Rockets don't last forever, though. They vanish before long, but the platform had enough momentum to cross the gap. These Zonai platforms are found everywhere in the sky, their gimmick being that they aren't affected by gravity.
Or a fuse.
Drops at least something you can...
Dude, why don't you fuse the meat? I want to see the meat arrow.
To a weapon, which often makes them considerably stronger and more durable.
Dude.
For example, defeating a blue moblin won't just reward you with some guts and a crude club, you'll always get a blue moblin horn, which adds a pretty sizable 13 damage to whatever you fuse it to. In general, defeating monsters is a lot more rewarding in this game, like how the constructs drop Zonai charges, which I mentioned earlier. I had 2 runs through this second gameplay session, and on the second, I decided to actually fight the enemy.
That thing's about to yeet you into your next game. You're gonna hear...
Hey, you're finally awake.
Sorry for the Skyrim reference.
Rather than gliding over them. The tower stronghold was ruled by a blue boss bokoblin with a ton of health. I didn't really have any strong weapons, so I went to my inventory, dropped a Zonai flame emitter, and fused it to a shield, creating a flamethrower, which the boss bokoblin and can have all sorts of
meat arrow?
effects, like fusing a muddle bud to an arrow, which confuses enemies and causes them to attack each other.
Oh, that's cool.
You can fuse anything. I made an acorn arrow, which I don't think did anything other than add 1 extra point of damage, but it delivered the killing blow anyway.
Oh yeah.
As you'd expect for a boss bokoblin, it dropped bigger, stronger versions of the materials dropped by its smaller kin, like boss bokoblin fangs and a blue boss bokoblin horn, which is a fuse attack power of 16. Ultra Hand is used to manipulate and traverse the environment, while Fuse seems to be used primarily for combat and will roll a spiked ball down at you. Link can reverse this with...
It's like reversing. Okay, I get it. Ascend. Oh, dude, this is my favorite.
There is a height limit on this ability. Here, it wouldn't allow me to ascend to the higher parts of the bridge, only the lower end away from the tower.
Oh, that's
notably, time freezes while Link pops his head out of the floor after using this ability, giving you time to assess the surroundings and make a plan.
That's kind of broken.
Like how Flurry Rush, where avoiding an attack at the last second will slow time.
Fury Rush is the best. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the new gameplay of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. And I'm gonna pray to God that I at least.
So I woke up this morning to
Okay, Veloso. I'm gonna pray to God. Hopefully I'll get this game. I haven't uploaded in 4 days, dude. What am I doing, man?